Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're unpacking a really fascinating breakdown on the preventive power of the annual physical exam, drawing directly from the insights of the folks over at Mederi Urgent Care. If you're someone who loves getting straight to the point about how your body works, well, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to uncover what's really going on beneath the surface of a seemingly clean bill of health.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Picture this. You wake up feeling absolutely great. You're ready to take on the world. You've got energy, nothing aches, your mind is totally clear. So why on earth would you intentionally schedule a visit to the doctor? I mean, it seems totally counterintuitive, right? Why mess with a good thing? But as we're about to see, relying solely on how you physically feel on any given Tuesday is actually leaving a massive gap in your overall wellness strategy. The short answer, you got to protect your health way before it actually needs saving.
Just take a look at this chart. Right now, 133 million adults in the U.S. are living with a chronic illness. 133 million. That is a staggering number. But the real story here is in the split. Notice that gap. 45% of those individuals are completely lacking preventive care. That's nearly half of this massive group missing out on really vital medical attention. And here's why this matters so much. For the people in that 45%, missing out on this care can literally mean the difference between easily reversing a problem or having their life permanently and irreversibly altered by it.
Which brings us to our first main theme. Section 1, the prevention paradox, feeling fine versus reality.
Prevention is the strongest weapon available. This isn't just some catchy phrase, it's literally the entire philosophy behind the comprehensive physicals that the team at Mederi Urgent Care offers across their LA clinics. When it comes down to it, you have to take a proactive approach to your health. It's all about proactive maintenance rather than reactive panic. Think about it like this. You wouldn't wait for your car's engine to literally catch on fire before you decide to change the oil, right? Well, your body requires that exact same forward-thinking strategy. So, let's move on to Section 2, silent but dangerous, the iceberg of chronic disease. Now, what's really interesting about this is that iceberg metaphor. The tiny tip you see above the water, that represents the symptoms you actually feel. But that massive, terrifying block of ice lurking below the surface, that represents the diseases developing without making a single sound. Our source notes that out of hundreds of potentially dangerous chronic diseases, a lot of them present absolutely zero warning signs until it's, well, just too late.
Let's put two of these massive, invisible threats side by side. First up, hypertension. You probably know it as high blood pressure. It's earned this really terrifying nickname, the silent killer. And why is that? Because there are almost never any outward signs until something catastrophic happens, like heart disease, a heart attack, or a stroke. But here is the empowering part. It is incredibly easy to check for. And if you catch it early, you can completely reverse it and avoid those heart problems altogether. Now look at diabetes. The data shows us that around 84 million Americans are currently considered pre-diabetic. That means 84 million people are standing right on the edge of an irreversible diagnosis. But again, a super quick blood check reveals the problem, which lets your doctor take immediate action to stop it in its tracks. A simple annual wellness exam catches both of these before the permanent damage is done.
And we should quickly note that blood pressure and blood sugar aren't the only stealthy conditions lurking out there. There are plenty of other threats that cause absolutely zero symptoms in their early, most treatable stages. We're talking about certain types of cancer and various metabolic disorders. They just hide perfectly undetected. It's really only through an annual physical that stuff like this gets flagged so you can actually deal with it.
All right, so we've talked about the scary stuff, the silent killers. Now let's shift gears to a super empowering, proactive strategy. Section 3, tracking your health baseline.
To really grasp preventive medicine, you have to understand your baseline. So what is it? A baseline is basically your established starting point. It pulls together your personal medical history, your family's history, and your day-to-day lifestyle. See, a physical isn't just some pass or fail test you take once a year. It's more like a GPS starting point. It gives you the raw data you need to track your health trends year over year. Because without a baseline, you're honestly just guessing. With it, you've got a roadmap.
And this brilliantly illustrates how that roadmap actually plays out in real life. Step 1, you establish that baseline. Step 2, you track your health annually against that original data. Step 3, and this is the crucial one, because you're tracking it year over year, you can identify concerning trends early on. Maybe your blood pressure is just creeping up a couple of points each year. It's not a full-blown crisis yet, but hey, it's a trend. Which leads to Step 4, execute prompt intervention. More often than not, stepping in early like this alters your entire health timeline. It completely short-circuits the crisis before it even begins.
But once you have that baseline data, it doesn't just get shoved into a filing cabinet somewhere. That brings us to Section 4, Screenings Tailored to You. Your baseline actually dictates your specific screening needs. Once they know your history and lifestyle, your doctor can recommend the exact test that makes sense for you. For women, this means prioritizing mammograms. For anyone over 50, it's time to schedule those colonoscopies. And for men, it involves routine prostate testing. These are really the foundational tests you should be discussing to make sure all your bases are covered.
But a real partnership with your doctor goes way beyond just those basics. Comprehensive care planning means targeting specific concerns based on your unique life. The source material points out that proactive clinics, like Mederi Urgent Care with their spots in Hollywood, Glendale, Las Feliz, and West LA, they actually partner with you. They target specific cancers, test for sexually transmitted infections, and provide all the necessary orders and prescriptions right there. The whole idea is that you walk out the door totally covered, with a plan already in hand.
I love this quote because it really just sums up everything we've been talking about today. While we applaud the fact that you're feeling great, we still urge you to continue with your annual physicals with us so we can help you stay that way. That's from Mederi Urgent Care. I mean, it completely validates where you're at right now. Feeling good is amazing, and we definitely want to celebrate that. But it really hits the nail on the head regarding the annual visit. The goal isn't to go digging for something wrong. The goal is to absolutely guarantee that you keep feeling right.
So that brings us to the end, and I want to leave you with this one question to chew on. Will you prioritize an annual check-in today to secure your wellness tomorrow? We've looked at the staggering data, we've uncovered those silent threats, and we've seen how powerful establishing a baseline really is. Please don't wait until you feel sick to start caring about your health. If you're feeling motivated by what we unpacked today, take that step. Call your local clinic, or if you're out in LA near a Mederi Urgent Care office, jump online and request an appointment. Secure your wellness today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.